like different princesses, and I chose to go in as Princess Bubblegum. So check the drip. I think I did a fantastic job. Yeah. I know, right? This guy's fucking baller. Here, let me show you some pictures. This is the host of the party. His name is Giannis. He's this little messy bitch over here. He often like does these sort of like kind of weird parties at his. Yeah.
I came here to only do two things: save the galaxy and eat ass. And I'm all out of ass. Yo, if you only had mom spaghetti, oh shit. His palms spaghetti, knees weak, arms spaghetti. There's vomit on his sweater already.
Mom spaghetti.
He's nervous, but on the surface looks calm. Spaghetti to drop bombs, but it keeps on spaghetti. But he wrote down, the whole crowd goes spaghetti. He opens his mouth, but spaghetti won't come out. He's choking how? Everybody's joking now. Spaghetti's run out, time's run over. Blow, snap back to spaghetti. Oh, he goes spaghetti. No, he's so spaghetti. Low, he's mad, but he won't give up spaghetti. No. He won't have it.
Yeah, no. Denied. Wait. Is it a level 4 spell? Is a level 4 spell. Level 4 counter spell. Denied. Fuck off. What sound does a very what sound does a chicken make when you annoy it too much? Fuck off! I came up with that one on the spot. Most young people go through the phase of thinking that because they feel something strongly, they're the first people ever in the history of the world to feel that way, and therefore they think that what they're saying is profound by virtue of them feeling it. Because it's new to them, they think it's new to everyone. It takes a little time to realize that lots of people have felt the same way about something, you know? It's one of those lessons you only really learn with time. Yeah. We have this Reddit called r/am I the asshole,
Yes.
where people tell their personal
you're
stories
just
and ask if
You want some cosplay? Here's your cosplay. I will crush my enemies. It's just this breathing tube is not like completely straight. So it just kind of does that sort of farting noise, but there we go.
Anyway. See, family friendly stream? This ain't no family friendly stream over here. I can say fuck, shit, piss, motherfucker, cocksucker, like it's all open. It's all open games over here. I'm a huge proponent of free speech, so I don't like unless the only exception I make is like obviously hurting people's feelings, but yeah, profanity totally fine by me. Obviously no hate speech or anything like that, but you know. As long as it's respectful, we're all good.
at the time that we get to learn Apollogus' backstory? Not even close. At the time that I bought this game, I didn't check who the publisher was, or the developer. I had since figured out, based on them forcing me into their stupid fucking other service, that it was made by Ubisoft San Francisco, and published by Ubisoft. Now, I don't know if you know this, but for years, Ubisoft has protected sexual abusers at the highest level, and sometimes the lower levels as well, for years, by moving them around different positions, by, waving off allegations, by litigating them. They protected sexual abusers for years. And for that reason, I sort of made a moratorium not to play any Ubisoft games. So, I apologize for breaking character, as it were, and breaking my sacred oath, as it were. But the damage is done, the game's already bought, and I don't know what to do except try to make the best of it. Water. The definition of water is contextual, depending on who you talk to. I'll give you an example. Drinking water, as for example I would have here in my bottle, is basically a liquid that is mostly water that is potable for the practical uses of hydrating me. But the water in here that I get from the tap or even filtered water is not 100% H2O. It has impurities in it. There's some stuff in there that like isn't good. So for colloquial use, it's water, right? But if you take this shit to the lab where they need pure H2O to conduct science experiments, and like if I tell you this is water, it's got impurities in it, I'm lying, basically. Because for the purposes of the scientific experiment, even though they're using the same word,
Hi everybody. Literally like seconds before we started the stream, Sufferbuggy stubs her toe, so now that's happening. Help? What?
Help.
What do you want me to kiss the boo boo?
You have a feet fetish or something?
Maybe. No, I
That's the
don't know.
part.
No. Real? What does a foot fetish just look like?
Like,
Okay.
with that shining beacon of light on your head.
The Drchislav Pironovich is saying, hey, what do you think about Elden Ring? If you already finished it, sorry. No, that's cool. I have not played it.
Me neither.
Moving on. No, fair question. I am not a big fan of like super hard games. I know that like in the realm of From Software titles, Elden Ring's not like nearly at the top in terms of brutality, but I just like those kinds of games where like the whole fun of it is like, oh, it's super tough and it's brutal and unforgiving. It doesn't really do it for me personally. That's not really why I do it myself. Like I play games for a different reason. I play games to express myself. I play games to like feel powerful. Like I like a bit of a challenge, but not so much. Like for example, when we played Dark Souls 3 on stream, which by the way I have a video you can watch on my channel of like the clips compilation of that. Like what happened was I got to the third boss, the Crystal Witch whatever, and got my ass beat. And then I looked online to find ways to grind my character out, and I ground out like 60 levels until I was finally strong enough to just like 3-shot her basically. And only then was I good enough to complete the rest of the game. Yeah. Sufferbuggy approves. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So, yeah, and the whole time I was grinding, it was just like boring, and the whole time playing it, honestly, like yeah, it was kind of fun to see the stuff, but after a while, I was kind of so yeah, I didn't want to subject myself to more of that. For the people who enjoy that game, I wish them all the best. It looks fantastic. I love to watch, other people do stuff with it. I can't believe that there's actually a guy who trained a goldfish to beat one of the bosses in Elden Ring. A goldfish beat a boss, and Sufferbuggy is exposing her titty to me right now.
A goldfish, yeah.
Go play your video games. Go play your Stardew or whatever. Okay, all right. Yes, they're lovely titties. Yes. Anyway, sorry. So yeah, no plan to play that in my off hours or my on hours or whatever. That's not what we're about here. We're cozier gamers
Yeah.
on the Apologus stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stardew Valley.
Happy Friday. Oh, every day is Friday for me. Absolutely. Absolutely. Elbashot saying 1 times 1 equals 1? No. 1 times 1 equals 2, you see. Elbashot is referencing one of the crazier things that we have seen recently. You've heard of this guy called Joseph Rogan?
No.
This Joseph Rogan? Oui? He's how you say, the podcaster, and he's a COVID denier, even though he's vaccinated, so you know.
Oh.
Oui. Anyway, he had this man on, he's the actor. His name is Terrence Howard, seen right here, because I'm watching the video. Oui. Monsieur Terrence Howard. Who actually,
Ew.
No, this guy, like, yeah, I actually saw him in a couple of movies, and he's a pretty cool actor. He's got an intensity about him. He's a cool actor.
Wait.
But, yeah, what's up?
Is that the guy from Breaking Bad? No.
No. He was not in
Okay,
Breaking
I'm
Bad.
thinking of something else.
No.
Okay.
But Terrence Howard is also a nutcase. He apparently watched a bunch of really weird videos on YouTube pertaining to a alternate
an alternate universal theory called electric universe theory that purports that gravity doesn't exist. Or rather, that it's not a force, that it's an effect of like something else or whatever. Let's have a listen to this is a video by Professor Dave Explains.
At our equator.
That broke down all the mumbo jumbo that he was saying. It is some bizarre shit. To give you a little bit of a snippet here. Nothing he says makes sense? No, you know, I honestly, I don't agree that nothing makes sense. I think that, like, the issue with what he's saying is that he's using terms and he's not explaining them. I think, like, they make sense in his head. It's just you have to jump through a bunch of hoops and you have to, like, run the translation through, like, several filters before you understand what the hell he's kind of coming at. I sort of get where he's coming from. I sort of get it. I think he's, like, one of his main things is that he's conflating, like, he's seeing waves in some parts of like the particle theory, and he's seeing straight lines in another, and to him that's incongruent. Like, everything has to be either all waves or all straight lines to him, and like he's trying to square that circle because he thinks that's a contradiction, even though it isn't, right? So he always talks about the platonic solids and like the straight lines as if that's contradicting the waves of the universe or whatever, you know? But to give you a little snippet, this is him on Joseph Rogan. Souls-like games are so cool except one thing. Babadzaki got fucked by aliens and we suffer because of it. I have no idea what that means. I'm sorry. That's whoosh. Big whoosh for me. Sorry.
These linchpins, because remember, each one of these are opposing vortices. So there's 12 vortices to this that are opposing. So once the angles of incidence change, you change the motion and pressure conditions, you can now change the condition or the crystallization.
So he's...
Yeah, what? It's some nuttery. It's some nuttery. He keeps saying the word angles of incidence, and to me, I feel like if we could ever find out what the hell he means by angles of incidence, I feel like a lot of the rest of the stuff would make more sense. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, this guy right here, Professor Dave Explains. I think he really like hits the nail on the head. He created a planet. Yeah. So he says. Yeah. Without gravity, yeah. He actually hit the nail right on the head here. Let me find the thing. Hold on. Yeah, right here. He starts out. He says something really like I think like really hits the nail on the head.
Popular TV show that I didn't watch, and I've never seen any of his movies.
Wait for it.
He might be a great actor, he might suck. I don't know, and I don't care. What's more important is his extracurricular activities as a delusional narcissist who thinks he's the smartest person in human history. I don't know exactly when he started showing the world his God complex, but it was way before the Rogan appearance, so let's go back just a bit. Here he is making a total fool of himself on the red...
Got an entire generation.
This philosopher of science, he's of music, he's 19 and Gaber and Bribe Hornwich, and you're back the Messiah tired out of this ridiculous
to make life together.
Wait for it.
Whatever object by virtue of its particular polyhedron. If you take a spiritual bullshit, and these anchors are justifiably laughing their ass.
Planet
Saturn and
sorry, wait for it.
Universe, they are
Matatario says, "Hey, how are you? I'm doing well, thanks for asking. We're looking at Terrence Howard being an absolute nutcase.
Abandoning the standard model, trick model, these things. That's
binged some Thunderbolts.
how I see it, and I think it should be explored.
Bingo! Terry binged some Thunderbolts project videos and is repeating what he heard as though he thought of it. Then this woman tries to change the subject again to yapping college one. Now
I was at Oxford, and it's where 12 planes.
Oh yeah. Here's where he says something
to announce,
insane,
which included the startling new revelation that 1 times 1 is 2. Which prestigious mathematics journal did he select to announce this groundbreaking development? The View. Let's take a look.
And when I was at Oxford, now this is the point where 4 bubbles meet equally and oppositely.
Can I touch it?
Yes, and it's where 12 planes meet. This is an undiscovered geometry that I'm now making known to the world here on this show.
Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah,
Well, when I was at
it's
Oxford,
incredible.
was how that the square root of 2 was a rational number. And I said, I didn't come to tell you guys this, I just came to prove to you that it's a rational number, and they didn't like it.
You heard right. Terrence presented his bullshit at Oxford, and the smart people laughed at him. But why would they laugh at poor old Terry? Do you think the ladies of The View will be a more receptive audience?
Well, you have to remember, our entire world economy is based on 1 × 1 = 1.
Yeah, our entire economy is based on 1 × 1 = 1.
He's
well,
not wrong.
Economics does involve number and conundrum.
Equals a, and
Where do you say the
A
thing? Hold on.
reaction. Okay, that an
Yeah, here we go.
things
Here we
up
go.
a bit,
So
more than 1. And to have the physical proof of it, that kind of shakes things up.
Wait,
Action times an action equals.
Yeah.
understand.
Here we
so
go, here we
what's
go.
the problem?
So if you can prove that an action times an action equals a reaction, which science proves, then 1 × 1 must equal more than 1. And to have the physical proof of it, that kind of shakes things up a bit.
Well, you're a shaker-upper.
Wow, if you
yeah, so here's where I get this often happens very often with these kinds of cranks where they, if you're familiar with the what's it called? Oh my God, the Dunning-Kruger effect, right? The Dunning-Kruger effect is a thing that happens very often to people who are just discovering something and they learn enough of it to convince themselves they know the whole thing without examining further like their own assumptions about it. So Terrence Howard like sees a contradiction. He sees 1 + 1 or 1 × 1 = 1, but then like he also sees like action, and he thinks reaction has to happen afterwards, and he just decided to equate these two things as if they're like the same or similar, and therefore there has to be a contradiction, right?
can prove that an action times an action equals a react doesn't mean or not, no
Yeah.
matter what he could possibly magnitude, but react. That is benecation is an L times 4 times 3, 1 time. Oh, it's just lady is 1. An narcissist incapable of
There we go.
Phoenix-style extended piece of performance art and is therefore profoundly brilliant. Or 2, he's a delusional narcissist incapable of living his life without pretending that he's the smartest person in human history. Or let's be honest, a god. I'm putting my money on the latter because I've seen this all before. Pick your favorite flat earther. This is their defense mechanism too. The smallest of minds can't face a world that doesn't recognize their self-proclaimed brilliance. So unleash a word salad, convince yourself it's science, and hope that nobody challenges you on it.
Everything inherently is dielectric because it has matter, and then it has a relationship within the medium, the universal background, the absolute frame of reference, the field of energy that is the ether. It receives energy from that.
These types of
Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about right here. And by the way, thank you very much, Professor Dave Explains. I'm going to send it over to the chat. Have a listen. This guy breaks down all the physics in a nice and cool way. Thanks, Professor Dave. Much appreciated. So yeah, this very, if you've ever remember like guys like Deepak Chopra, a great example of that. Yeah, pretty much any of the flat earthers, any one of the spirit science guys as well. Like it's a very common symptom of the same sort of thing where there's a lot of information on the internet, but not a lot of knowledge. And there's a lot of people who are so desperate to feel special and significant that they'll sort of invent knowledge that only they have exclusively, you know? And paradoxically, the less accepted it becomes in society, the more special they feel. So they actually have kind of an incentive for it not to be popular, and therefore they verge even more into like the weird extremes because they're the only ones saying that shit. Therefore, it makes them unique, right? It's a very sad way of making oneself feel special. Neptune saying, "You talking so true?" I am talking so true. Thanks for agreeing. Yeah, thanks for agreeing with me. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, I am right. You're right. I am perfectly correct in everything I say. You're right. Thank you. Yeah. No. It's just the reason I'm like, honestly, part of the reason this kind of thing hits so close to home to me is because I used to be one of these people. I actually used to. I don't think I believed anything like super crazy, but I definitely did think that like I had the world figured out, and if only they would give me a chance, you know, make me the special boy, the center of attention, blah blah blah. I was lonely. I had poor social skills, and I had low self-esteem, which I was projecting outward in a desperate bid to ignore the self-loathing that I felt on the inside. And I suspect a lot of these people kind of feel the same way too. Sometimes it may just be mania. Sometimes it may be straight up delusion. I think it's no surprise that a lot of these people are in Hollywood. You know, I'm not saying Hollywood specifically breeds this kind of mania, but certainly having the money and wealth to insulate yourself from real people and real life situations, and having the money to go off on wild ass tangents certainly helps, you know? Neptune says, bro, you have social skills. I remember you on the wheel game. You're so funny there. Two things. Number one, I'm much better now, obviously. I'm talking about like years and years and years ago. And number two, it's skills I've learned. And number three, I am much more comfortable in front of a camera. Like the way that I'm talking right now, I feel a lot more comfortable doing this because I have a stage and you're listening. Like you've opted into my performance. Here I am performing, right? That's easier for me to do. But like ask even Sufferbuggy, like even now, even like asking for certain things in certain shops scares the hell out of me. You know, like making friends scares the fuck out of me sometimes. Just because I'm so afraid of saying the wrong thing or like not fitting in or whatever. People are, you know, more comfortable in different social situations.
Yeah, and weirdly enough, I'm quite the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really feel that comfortable being in front of a camera, but like talking to people, oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, everybody has their own thing. Sorry, that was Sufferbuggy, my girly friend.
Yeah.
My waifu.
Yeah. Are you gonna get a body pillow of me or something?
Maybe.
Oh god. It's gonna
Cut a little hole in the butt area.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Awkward as fuck, still gets pussy. Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying?
Being comfortable in front of a camera.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you. Thank you, Neptunes. I appreciate the compliment, and I think I'm pretty good at faking it now. And I feel like if I'm ever forced in a social situation, I know how to fake it so it feels natural and like I'm not freaking out, but it still freaks me the fuck out. You know, it's still like, yeah. So everybody's different, you know.
You're just not like being perceived.
No, it's not that. No, I'm just afraid of embarrassing myself. I've internalized a very strict, how can I say, reputation maintenance stigma, I guess you'd say. Like my I think, yeah, it's mostly comes back to my parents and grandparents, and they kind of force me to think like I have to be a great person, I have to be respected by everybody, and so the pressure of that kind of like fucks me up, and I'm like, whenever I'm in a situation where I can't control that, you know, if I can't control the social situation, I freak out because I'm afraid of fucking it up and then ruining the reputation that I'm supposed to have, you know. It's dumb. My social skills decrease when I talk to beautiful girls. Dude, totally natural, totally understandable. Especially in the modern age, people are, you know, talking with each other less and less. You want some advice? I can give you some advice. It's very simple. It's very simple advice. Super simple advice. Very simple advice. Ultra simple advice. Yeah, but yeah, totally understandable. Especially for young boys and young men. I was like that too. Sometimes I'm still like that, you know.
I can vouch.
Yeah. But yeah, especially awkward people. But anyway, yeah, narcissists and insecure people will often invent domains of which they are the sole master, you know? They'll pretend that they have some secret knowledge that nobody else has, and even if nobody listens to them, it sustains them to know that, or to believe anyway, that they have this like secret knowledge. And again, like lack of institutional credibility even emboldens them. It doesn't discourage them at all, you know? There's a really, really great example of this. Now, actually, I think the one that I'm going to show you right now is probably a guy who's just mentally ill. So, word of warning there. But if you've ever heard of TimeCube, there was a brilliant Down the Rabbit Hole episode about TimeCube. Can we find... Oh, yeah, here's a interview he did on the news a little while ago. But yeah, here's also a great video. Why do morons get so popular? World is weird. I can explain. It's Nagacho, we've talked about this many times before. We've talked about this so many times. Our current entertainment industry is based off of advertising revenue, especially on social media. And social media, which is based on advertising revenue, benefits the most from the loudest voices, the ones that can attract the most eyeballs and the most clicks and the most views. And those are often the dumbest voices. That's all it is. It's whoever's the loudest. whoever can capture attention the most and therefore supplement advertiser revenue. It's just that simple. If social media were to go off the advertiser revenue model, I swear to you, instantly, like overnight, we would see a dramatic shift in quality of the discourse. That other Tommy Wiseau Neil or something? Oh no, you're thinking of the Christian movie guy, right? The I can't believe you committed suicide. No, I'm not thinking of him. You're thinking of this guy, yeah? His name is... What's his name? Neil Breen. There we go. Yeah. We're gonna get to him in a bit. We're gonna get to him. Yeah. I get that, but it needs clicks and watches. Why do people watch scumbags? Oops, gotta visit your grandkids. Yeah. Well, it just boils down to people being ashamed. I think it's true. Like, I think it's the same reason that like reality TV is so popular. That like I think a lot of people who are, you know, lower middle class, struggling or whatever, want to feel superior to someone. Like the reason that reality TV benefits from having a bunch of obnoxious assholes on screen is that everybody watching them can be like, oh, I'm glad I'm not like those assholes, you know? They can sit there and judging while they, you know, have their small little break in between going back to their shitty 9-to-5 job where their boss don't respect them. It's a feedback mechanism. Anyway, yeah, so check out this wonderful, wonderful video by Frederick Knudsen of Down the Rabbit Hole. Great channel, by the way, super great channel, about the Time Cube. But I'll give you like a brief little snippet of this guy. Time Cube is an incredible invention.
The Time Cube principle, and if you laugh at it, you're stupid, evil, and deserve to be spit on publicly. From Atlanta, here to explain the Time Cube, its discoverer and champion, and the self-proclaimed wisest man who ever lived, Gene Ray. Welcome to the show, Gene.
Thank you, Martin.
So, Gene, you say that I'm stupid because I believe that when the Earth rotates once, there is only one 24-hour day, but your Time Cube principle disputes this, no?
Right. It has 4 corners. When it shines at midday, it simultaneously creates a midnight. Where the 2 majors join, it creates the 2 minors of sun up and sundown. And each corner quadrant of Earth rotates to its own separate 24-hour days.
Well, the Earth is a sphere, though. It's not a cube.
It's composed of 4 quadrant corners. Each corner, because it rotates in 4 different directions simultaneously. Toward midday, midnight, sun up and sundown. It rotates those directions simultaneously. Each one of them has its own separate day.
Gene, how do you know this? What's your proof, scientifically speaking?
Well, it's in the cube. You can see it. You can't deny that. I offer any academic institution, any professor, $10,000 to disprove it. They can't disprove it, so they ignore it and run and hide.
You're offering $10,000 to...
Again, see the consistency, right? It's the false offer of, you know, proof or whatever, which, I mean, it sounds credible. That sounds like the thing you should do, right? If you have a thing that you think genuinely shakes up physics, you want to be able to prove it and have the scientific community explain it. But, like, he's talking about, he's holding a cube in his hand. That's his proof. He has a cube in his hand. And, like, give it $10,000 to disprove it. Well, yeah, obviously he's going to shoot down any proof that actually, like, contradicts it, because he doesn't want it disproven.
Right now, you're not going to pay me $10,000?
$1,000.
$1,000 for me? That's all right. I got to have my own model of the Time Cube right here. Where'd you get these things? Like Magic Mountain?
Well, they're paperweights. You can buy them. They're just paperweights, but they represent the Time Cube.
But this cube, this has 6 sides. The cube has 6 sides. You say there's 4 separate days. That doesn't make sense.
How can you call a top and bottom a side? You call the top of your bedroom and bottom of your floor sides? That's dumb.
That makes a lot of sense.
Now,
you heard it here first, folks. Top and bottom are not sides. A cube only has 4 sides, babe. Anyway, Time Cube. You get the general idea. James Randi offered $1 million to anyone who can prove to have psychic powers. That's fair. That's a little different though. That's because psychic powers are dumb. No, James Randi's great. Time Cube is incredible. Yeah, I really recommend you watch the video about the Time Cube. Honestly, Down the Rabbit Hole is just a phenomenal channel in general. A lot of creepy shit, but like, it's good shit though. It's good. Well researched, entertaining. The hurdy-gurdy episode was fun.
Yeah.
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 I'll show you later. It's gonna be good stuff.
Yeah. You better.
You want to see the Final Fantasy house? Oh, you don't even know. You don't even know. You don't even know.
It's not my fault you're dating a little kid.
All right, bye everybody. We're done. We're done. I'm going to enjoy a lovely dinner now. Oh. You want some Sprite? Okay. You gotta give the kids their Sprite sometimes, you know?
Look at what I got myself.
Oh, you little apple juice.
Because I'm a kid.
Yeah. Because I'm a child. I cannot stress this enough. What's worse than a child predator? Oh no, what's worse than a...
A rapist?
Oh yeah, a rapist?
A child.
A child, yeah. No. Anyway. In my hands, I hold a Hesburger veggie wrap.
Hashtag sponsored. Hashtag ad.
The filling they use is falafel, basically.
No, it's like soy fingers.
Soy fingers. Here, I'm gonna pull one out.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if you can see that on camera, because it's not gonna zoom in. It's very fibrous.
I got myself chicken.
Hash or huss? What? What? What is huss? Huh? What? What is your weight? Last time I weighed myself, I think I'm about 80 kilos, most likely. I can weigh myself again. Hesburger. Oh, yeah, Hesburger. Yeah. Hesburger. H-E-S. Hesburger.
Hesburger.
It is, I believe it's a Finnish chain, if I'm not mistaken. I think
it's Finnish or Swedish.
Finnish, yeah, some sort of Scandinavian thing, but yeah. Hesburger. I'm pretty sure it's Finnish in origin. But yeah. Pretty nice, comfy. You know, like McDonald's, but in some ways better. They got a new waffle burger. We haven't tried it yet. Should be good. Yeah. But yeah, last time I weighed myself, I think I'm 80. I may be a bit more than 80 now, because I have been eating kind of not super well, and I haven't been going to the gym as often as I should be. Like 82 at the most, I would guess. Like around 80 kilos is my like usual weight. I've been maintaining that for 10 years now. Yeah, at least. It's a nice, comfortable weight for me. How about you, Abdulshot? How much do you weigh? $94. All right. All muscle. Yeah. I gain muscle. That's good. That's good. I've been having trouble gaining muscle, actually.
I don't want to? Oh, for real? Oh. Damn. Give me some of your muscles. I've been trying to gain some. Because I'm already huge as fuck. Have you had to change your clothes? Have you gotten to the point where like some of your old shirts don't fit anymore? Because I've had that. You see, huh? I know there's at least one shirt in my closet right now that basically will not fit me anymore. I mean, I'll be able to put it on, but it'll look ridiculous, you know? Like I'm Hulk bursting out of it, you know? No bueno. And I hate it. Yeah, well. I mean, have you thought about, I mean, are you, like, would you be interested in a diet plan? Like, do you even have the time? I don't know. I don't want all that muscle. Well, eat less protein, I guess. Get more salad in you. Maybe you could, like... I think I killed my bacteria in my stomach that were feeding off vegetables. Oh, shit. Huge if true, man. That's... Oh, man. I hope not. No. I like veggies. Veggies are cool. I like them. Because of that, I constantly feel crave for meat. Gotta cut that out, man. Oh, you were fasting for a while? Sure. And then just eat pork and beef. Not good, man. I mean, setting aside the ethical implications, just not good for your heart, not good for your stomach. I know it tastes good, but you need to regrow them, you know. With vegetables, I find it's all about preparation. Certain vegetables, they need a lot of love, you know? It depends on your preference. Because, for example, me, I love raw cucumber. Like, especially in the summertime, it's, you know, nice, it's vibrant, it's zesty, it's fresh. I love it. But other vegetables, you know, like your peppers and your onions and stuff, obviously I need to, like, fry that shit before I put it in my mouth. Yeah, it takes a bit of work, but it can be done. Honestly, you deep fry just about anything, it'll taste pretty good. And yeah, it's caloric, but it's vegetables, at least, you know, instead of fucking bread and meat. Yeah. I make a salad very often for work, which is tomatoes, cucumbers, green onions, or like shallots, I guess you could call them. Not shallots, sorry, scallions, and tворог, basically, or quark cheese, and a bit of sour cream. And then I throw a bunch of lemon pepper spices in there for that zest. And that's my meal for like 3 or 4 days. GG Bushin! Hey, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Oh. Throw some black olives in there as well. You're basically making a Greek salad, but like Russian style, you know? It's really good. Tasty. Oh. I started to eat broccoli instead of meat. There you go. All right. Good. Yeah. What are you eating? I'm eating a wrap from Hesburger. Just steam broccoli for 5 minutes? You're steaming? Oh, damn. Did you make it? No. I got it from Hesburger. From a fast food place. And there's a Finnish fast food place we have called Hesburger. Like that. And, yeah. They got wraps. Tortilla wraps. There you go. Yeah, one of these bad boys. The veggie version. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, nice. I don't know about steaming broccoli. I think I prefer to fry it. Oh. Why that, baby? We have talked about this. Sufferbuggy and I are very much in love, but we have this horrible like thing that we are both extremely accommodating, and we hate to impose on the other, such that we get into intense arguments about which one of us should be accommodated for the smallest things. There's a particular brand of milk that I just introduced to Sufferbuggy in the vain but very slim hopes that maybe she might like it. She didn't. I accepted that. But rather than get the milk that she wants, because of the two of us, she cares about drinking milk, she keeps getting the milk that I like. Even though I've told her repeatedly, please get the milk you want. But you see, she hates the idea of even the slightest possibility that I might resent her for her buying milk that I don't personally like. That my words that I'm saying out loud with full intent do not reach her at all.
It's not that I think you will resent me.
Then what is it?
I don't know.
I have told you repeatedly. Please, baby. Get the milk you want, because of the two of us, you're the one who likes to drink milk more. And I would hate for you to drink milk you don't like to accommodate me, a person who barely drinks it. Does she listen? No, she got the fucking shit again. Because God forbid, you might actually get what you want sometimes.
I am getting what I want. Why?
Well, yeah, you got the wine, yeah. Do you want an ice cream? Search on YouTube. What, ice cream? Sure. Are we looking for a specific ice cream? Oh, thank you. Got some wine. Are we like? Or what about where? Or what about where? Ice cream. Oh. Lucky you? I am a lucky ducky, it's true. No, do you want an ice cream? Oh, okay. This one? Which one? This one, yeah. I'm guessing it's no? Oh. There's some weird kid stuff happening here. This one? Keep scrolling? Okay. Yeah, this is an amazing meme right here. Wait. Okay. As well. I'll find it for you. Yeah, go hard. Go for it. By the way, this is me every time I eat my girlfriend's pussy.
Oh God, it's so good. So good. So good and tasty.
Okay, maybe not quite as gung ho, but what? It's a compliment. You give me the stink eye over there. We have somebody writing something in Arabic. I have three guesses as to what it is. I'm not gonna. I have the true site. I gotta say, at the very least, like I'm really glad that the desire to annoy me is causing people to learn multiple languages. I gotta say that's a fun little byproduct of this whole endeavor. So I'm glad that your petty desire to maintain an 8-year-old joke has learned you some multiculturalism. Good for you. All right.
Hey, do you?
All right, let's have a look here.
Hey, do you want to go get some ice cream or something?
Yeah, I can take you to get some ice cream.
You're not gonna have any ice cream?
No, I had some food before, but I can take you to get some.
Oh, no, that's fine.
But you just said you wanted to get ice cream.
It's fine.
Hi,
Who's that?
I'm his girlfriend interpreter. It's a subscription service. I don't want to get ice cream unless you're also getting ice cream because I can't enjoy it without you. Doing it by myself will make me feel unloved and like a fat pig.
That's exactly what I just said.
Okay, well, I'll get some ice cream, sure. That sounds like fun.
No, the
Yeah, the great sauce.
now.
What?
I don't want ice cream anymore. You've ruined it because you're just going to do it because you know that I wanted you to. But you have to want it yourself.
Do you want to do something else?
Spam?
Sure.
What about
later
putt-putt?
tonight when I'm doing your mom?
Like mini golf?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'd rather gouge my own eyes out than play mini golf with you. I think every woman probably secretly hates putt-putt. It's dumb.
What?
Well, I don't know about that.
Oh, sorry, Mum's calling me.
I know some girls are really into mini golf.
Don't fucking answer it. In the middle of our conversation where I'm feeling really vulnerable, you're going to ignore me to talk to your mother, who I'm pretty sure hates my guts.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
I'm not fine. This is a deeply upsetting conversation. I'm gonna go to my room later and play this over in my head about 100 times and analyze our relationship and whether or not
Sorry, hold on a second. Japan should appear as a translated on the translator. I did it already. You're not clever.
doing the right thing by being with you.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Is that true?
He's fine.
Women do be shopping. I mean, listen, okay. It's a bit like one-sided. A part of this is true, but like you have to ask, like the smart person would ask, why is it this way? Why is it that girls seem to have this like coded language of communication? And you know why it is? It's because for one of the reasons is for the majority of human history, if women spoke out and said exactly what's on their mind, they get fucking smacked. And they've been socialized to be agreeable and and to not stir the boat. It's like in our culture that women have to be docile and subservient and whatever. Less so now, obviously, and thank fuck for that. But it's gonna take a while for them to get out of their shell. So us fucking getting mad at them for being too afraid to say what's on their mind when, like, culturally they've been like sort of conditioned to believe that's how they have to be, it's a bit shitty, is what I'm saying. Something to think about, Like, you have to ask, why is it that way? Not just, oh, women do be fucking... Hey, Doba. How you doing? I'm all right. I'm doing okay. But yeah, just something to think about. I will say, though, the communal aspect of, like, the communal eating thing, I don't get that. I really don't. That's still to me like it's not like I'm not saying like I think it's dumb or whatever. I just want to understand what the source of it is, you know? Because like for me, like I would agree that maybe like it would be a little bit weird if I were to eat something in front of Suffer Buggy and she doesn't have anything. Maybe it's like a little bit weird, but if she's cool with it, then I'm cool with it, right? I don't mind. But for Suffer Buggy, it's imperative that if she eats, I eat too. For like most of the time. Sometimes she's okay with it, but like for the most part. And I've tried to ask her about it, and usually you're pretty cogent about your feelings, but for some reason you can't figure out the source of that one. And I'm thinking like, is it because it's like a communal experience? Like
I mean, it's part of it. I guess.
But like, does food have to be a communal experience though? Because you've eaten by yourself before plenty of times.
Yeah, but like I want to eat together.
Okay, I understand wanting to.
Yeah.
But if circumstances don't allow it, for example, I'm not hungry and you are, what's stopping you?
I'm gonna force you to eat something.
So, but that's what I'm saying. That's what's so interesting. That like that your desire to have that communal experience when I'm around is so strong, it supersedes even thinking about my comfort. Like you would force me to eat when I'm not hungry.
Or I just don't eat anything.
Right. So you're rather willing to one of us to suffer physically than have the discomfort of you not getting the communal experience of eating. And I just want to know like why is that so important? That's what I'm curious about.
I honestly don't even know.
Hmm.
Plus, I like it's such a universal experience too. Like
right, and that's what's so interesting as well. Yeah. A lot of women feel the same way, and that's what's so like fascinating to me. I actually really want to know because like it's, yeah, I feel like discovering that is going to be a cool anthropological experiment. Maybe I'll Google it in a second.
Yeah, maybe at some point it was just programmed into our caveman brains or something, and we still haven't let that go. I honestly don't know.
All right, Elbushaz saying sexist time. A woman afraid to get fat, and they don't want to eat alone, or because only loser women were eating alone in caveman times. Women were living with a tribe together while men were hunting. Elbushaz,
No.
I get where you're coming from.
No.
I thought so as well, but it's not that. Well, I mean, the getting fat thing, I can sort of imagine, yeah. Like,
In what way?
I think there are some people who, not just women, but like people in general, who feel a lot more comfortable eating fatty foods if other people are joining in. It's like permission to do it.
Yeah, but it's not really about fatty foods.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's all women. I'm just saying like that's one of the things that maybe for some people. I don't think it's for all women though. As for the whole caveman thing, you're veering really close to a debunked pseudoscience called evolutionary psychology. Evopsych guys often like to think that like humans stopped evolving after we invented fire and agriculture. That's not true. We're still evolving. And yeah, it is true that we have some like innate physical like impulses in our brain, but they're not quite so literal. It's not like women are programmed to want to eat communally. Because again, women eat by themselves all the time. It's not like they're incapable of eating if there's not a second person around to eat with them. Like it's not a one-to-one. I think it's a cultural thing, but the question is, which cultural thing is it? You know?
I actually also tried to Google it at some point because that got me also curious, but I honestly couldn't find anything.
Why do women have to eat together? I don't know. Why does a girl often want to eat food with me? Assistant Bot says, there could be various reasons why a girl might want to eat food together with you. Here are some common reasons. 1. Social connection. Sharing a meal is a social activity that allows people to bond and connect with each other. Eating together can create a sense of closeness and intimacy. 2. Interest or attraction. Wanting to eat together could be a sign that the girl is interested in you and enjoys your company. Sharing a meal can be a way for her to spend more time with you and get to know you better. 3. Comfort and familiarity. Eating together can create a sense of comfort and familiarity, especially if you have a good rapport with each other, and can be a way for her to feel relaxed and at ease in your presence. Ah, because if I'm eating, I'm not beating her. I get it.
After all that, is that what you think?
How else am I supposed to interpret that? Shared experience. Sharing a meal can be a way to create a shared experience and build memories together, and can be a way for her to create positive and enjoyable moments with you. 5. Cultural and social norms. In some cultures or social circles, eating together is a common way to socialize and build relationships. Okay, I'm getting a sense of the same theme here, but none of this explains why some women, Severbuggy, feel compelled to You know? I don't know. Anyway. Ask ChatGPT. No, I would never. GG Vision says, after a great first date, one girl refused to go somewhere 3 times in a row. However, she proceeded to like my stories and write some stupid questions. And overall show some interest. How to understand them. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I see we got some teenage boys in chat. Let me learn you something, all right? Let me learn you something very, very interesting, okay? Okay, here's the thing. All right. Are you ready for this? It's Professor Pavel in the building. Let me get my fucking blackboard out. Here, hold on. Let's set the scene here. Okay, I'm gonna blow your fucking mind right now. All right, I'm gonna blow your goddamn mind. You're not gonna believe this. I'm gonna learn you some truth that was passed on to me from the high heavens. Okay. It is secret knowledge only I possess. All right. Are you ready for this? You're not ready for this. You're not ready for this. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. All right. Whoa! Whoa! For those in the back, womans, the wamses, the femoids, those weird alien creatures that have titties, they're people! Holy shit! It's incredible! Oh my god! I know that's like I'm being hyperbolic, but the point I'm trying to make is that like this pressure you feel to like decode the language of this like alien species that like inhabits the world, that's all in your head, dude. They're just people, okay? And they may have a different cultural upbringing, you know, especially in stratified, you know, more sexist societies, but like it's not inscrutable. And it's just like it's like think of it less like communicating with a foreign species. Think of it more like traveling to a different country. And you know what helps to understand the language of a foreign country? Some friends who know the language. Be friends with women. That's the example. That's the advice I wanted to give you before. If you want to understand how women work, be friends with women. It's just that simple. Get yourself some girl friends. Friends who are girls. Friends who you're not trying to fuck. Just girls who you share common interests with. And I promise you, you spend enough time with them, you'll understand the other perspective of where they're coming from. Different priorities, different beliefs, different, I don't know, cultural norms, whatever. And all of a sudden you'll realize, oh, it's just a different culture. It's just like traveling to a different country, you know? They're just people. They're just like, you know, sort yourself out a little bit differently, but you'll get it eventually. Be friends with women. It's all that simple. They're people. I promise you, whatever like platonic ideal, whatever like weird stereotype you're imagining in your head, there's a woman for every kind of subculture out there. There's gamer girls, there's nerd girls, there's anime girls, and you know, suffer buggies, all of them. There's fucking, you know, they're all over the place, you know. They like all the same things as you. They might just have a different perspective on society because guess what? They've been treated differently, you know. It's just that simple. It's a cultural thing. But they're people, all right? You ask them, they'll tell you. Maybe they're not going to be so good at communicating that. Maybe there's going to be you know, some questions. Guess what? You can ask again. They're humans, all right?
And most of the time would be actually pretty happy to answer.
Yeah.
Because the bar is so low when a man is trying, that's already a huge sign.
Listen. Listen. A woman. An actual live human woman. That is not just ChatGPT voice bot in the corner there.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, ask women. Talk to them. It's that simple. It's just that simple. And look, listen, it might be weird to like make your friends out of women, like all of this. Start with your family. Start with your mom, your sister, your cousin. Like start with people that you already know, and work from there. Yeah, it's just that simple. Okay, thanks for advice. I'll think about it. It is not true. Well, that's just you being in denial, my friend. Now, okay. I gave you the truth. If you don't want to hear it, that's your business, all right? If she wanted to, she would agree, I guess. Okay. Rule number 2. If you like someone, that doesn't guarantee that they have to like you back. I'm sorry. That's just how it is, okay? Some people are just incompatible. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. If you really like a girl, but she doesn't like you back, fuck it. Move on to the next one. I know it feels like she's the only one. There'll be others, I promise you. I'll put it to you this way. This is something that I actually put as a rule for myself, is one of the, like, if I love myself, which I do, then it makes sense that I want to be with somebody who also likes what I'm about. Like, liking me should be one of the conditions for me liking a person, to a certain extent. Because, like, I'm me, right? They should want to spend time with me. I am who I am, right? So if this girl doesn't like you, that should give you a sign she's not right for you to begin with. Because she doesn't like what you're about. You like yourself, right? I hope so. Yeah, there we go. Truth teller Pablo. On the case.
Dating coach.
Dating coach Pablo. I've got advice, dude. And again, also I should preface to say, this is all very easy to say. Go do. Yeah, I get it. Fear, it's going to block you. It's blocked me many times before. It still does. When I'm dating girls,
Oh, wow.
But it's still worth doing. It's still true, even if it's hard to do. But again, it's a lot easier to do if women are not this like weird alien thing that you're observing from the distance and have no idea like what is their magical whatever. They're people. Just fucking learn the culture, Get to ask them what they're about. What are their hopes? What are their dreams, Although, yes, I agree with you. All right, cool. Nice. The main point I wrote here twice, like if she doesn't interest or something, she can just say it's okay, but she says that everything is fine and she just doesn't have enough time. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, like I said before, yeah, I do agree with you. It's a bit annoying when people are not direct with you. I do understand that for sure. Clear communication is important. But it's also, there's a couple of things at play here. Number one, trust. People are a lot less comfortable. I'm not focused on one woman. She's not. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Number one, trust. Trust is very difficult to get in some cases, right? And a lot of people don't feel comfortable being fully forthright with someone unless they trust them. And if it's somebody that you're meeting for the first time, they might not trust you enough to just like be honest with you. That's number one. So yeah, it sucks to have to like read languages, but at the same time, like, in the same way that you don't disclose everything to everybody you meet as well, right? Number two, doubly so for women. Again, in most countries, I'm assuming you're in Russia right now. In Russia, I imagine it is terrifying to be a woman right now. I have to assume. Because there's no respect. No respect at all. Dude, like I know it sounds like I'm simping. It sounds like I'm exaggerating. Women get catcalled. They get fucking shamed. They get fucking leered at, creeped on. Dudes just won't leave them the fuck alone. Like, it happens every day. Every day. And that creates an air of hostility, all right? Like, they're always on edge. There's always like this, like, what if he's the one? He's gonna kill me, right? So, out of fear of angering some men if they're too direct, a lot of women adopt a strategy of being nice and polite and evasive, They want to say no, but they don't want to say it in a way that will hurt your feelings and potentially might get you homicidal. So they say it in a wishy-washy way, right? And you might think, I'm in Ukraine and I live in Poland, but she's from Moldova. Eastern Europe, same shit, same thing, same shit. But fair enough, I apologize. But Eastern Europe, same shit. Yeah. So, like, just to be clear, if she felt comfortable enough to speak to you directly, if she knew that you were not going to flip out and go crazy on her, she would be direct with you. She doesn't know that, though. She can't know that. Nobody can, all right? That takes, like, months and months of trust building. So it's not personal. It's not about you, and it's not about girls being, like, weird or something. It's just they're scared. It's just fear at the heart of it, right? Agree with me, woman? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there we go. Agree with me.
And it's up to you to prove her wrong.
Yeah. That's the thing. Again, you know that you're a nice guy, right? Like, you know that you're cool, but she doesn't know that yet, right? So there has to be that trust building. And so, yeah, I think, like after a while, you can just learn the language, I guess, if you you're talking to people. Like, yeah, and again, you make a good point. Like, if she wanted to, she would. You know, like, I personally am not a big fan of, like, girls who play hard to get. So if I were to date a person and they would be kind of evasive about trying to spend time with me, you know, after the first date, I could just assume, okay, they're not into it. I can move on. Like, there's no... The chances of it being a scenario where she really likes you but she's too shy or whatever, like, come on. Fucking... Leave that for the fucking middle school, you know what I mean? Like, damn. Like, there's shy and then there's, like, being stupid, you know what I mean? Like, fuck. So yeah, just it's tough. It's tough out there, you know? It's tough out there for women, especially in Eastern Europe. Especially in Eastern Europe. It's not good. It's not good. Respect women. And remember, womans equals people. It's crazy, I know. Insane. We are, like, forget Terrence Howard. We're really unlocking the real truths of the universe here. Send this one to Harvard. Oh. Anyway. But yeah, so it's...
A lot of people still seem to forget that, like, women and men are just people.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally the same thing for girls and stuff.
Yeah.
It works both ways.
That's unfortunate. Sometimes even being direct doesn't even work, you know? I've seen some videos recently where I saw a video, like, when they were doing the, when the bear man discourse was happening. Remember that? The Woods bear thing, right? A lot of videos were circulating. There was a TikTok I saw where it was like a woman walking in the woods and then, like, she scares off a bear and the bear walks away. And then, like, superimposed with a different video of a different woman sitting on a stairwell, and this guy is just fucking, like, trying to touch her, and he's like, back off! Back the fuck off! And you know what he does? He backs off for like 2 seconds, and then leans back in again. It doesn't work. That's the thing. Like, you would think telling them to fuck off would be enough. Sometimes it's not enough. There are some men who just refuse to take no for an answer. They have this weird pathology in their head that, like, requires them to conquer, you know, forget the rest of it. And yeah, like, not all men, but, like, enough of them to cause everyone a little bit of concern, you know? Anyway, I have to go. Thank you for the advice. You're welcome, Gigi. You're welcome. And good luck. Make friends with women. Women equals friends. Not food. Girls is friends, not food. There we go. Hey, Venetian billionaires over here. Hi, what do you think about letting girlfriend to do love with someone else and watch this from armchair? You're talking about cuckoldry. I know. If someone's into it, yeah, go for it. All right, see you, Gigi. Yeah, cuckoldry is a legitimate a fetish. Well, I mean, they're all legitimate, basically. But, yeah, so it's a cool thing. Well, me personally, I've always maintained that the fundamental glue that holds a relationship together is trust. And that can mean many different things to different couples, right? Like, not every couple, for example, there's lots of porn star couples, you know, like, but where both the man and the woman are, you know, fucking professionally. And so in that scenario, obviously, it doesn't make sense for one of the conditions for fidelity to be fucking somebody who's not your spouse, right? Because they do that professionally, right?
Yeah, probably, because I look like that.
She's not really she's not really made up right now, so she doesn't feel comfortable.
Yeah, I'm just comfy.
And that's fine. Just be a little comfy girly.
Hello. Hello.
America.
Hello. Hello.
There you go. That was $3,000 right there of CGI. That was... those underpaid Vietnamese CGI artists are fucking... I don't know. What was I saying? Yeah, so sex is a physical activity that can be enjoyed by any number of adults, and it is only due to cultural conditioning that we have associated sex with love so closely. So, in an ideal society, I feel like two people could very comfortably have sex with people who are not their spouse, and still maintain trust, as long as communication is there, as long as the ground rules are set. If that's not what they're into, that's fine, but I feel like most people just default to that because they think they have to. Because they in their mind, having sex with somebody who's not me equals infidelity by default, whereas to me it's like, well, is it though, right? It wouldn't be for me personally. I don't think so. To be honest, I've never been in that situation, so I can't know for sure 100%, but I'd like to think that I'm the kind of person who's above that. Maybe that's, a little bit lofty thinking for me. Venetian Billionaire is asking, how many times a week you shave your head? I go for like once every 3 weeks or so, or once every 2 weeks, I think, right?
Yeah, somewhere like
So somewhere like, once every 2 or 3 weeks. I usually measure it by like the fuzziness. If it's too fuzzy, then I call it a shave day. Yeah, about like once every 2 weeks or so, thereabouts. Yeah. What about you? How many days a week do you shave your head?
Do you want this?
Really? You're not gonna finish it?
No.
Damn. All right. Fine.
It's too filling for me.
Gimme.
Okay.
Gimme.
Oh my god.
Gimme.
As if you already didn't eat one.
Thanks.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Ugh. All right. I. Oh, you can have the fries if you want.
No.
All right. I don't like to waste food. And so I am the human garbage dump.
Which is perfect for me.
Yeah. Very nice.
It's chicken.
It sure is. So yeah, relationships. I think we're getting better. I think things are getting better overall. I feel like the youth is they're more hip with it. There's only like a couple of subsets of young men who have been radicalized by fascists and stuff. Which sucks, but, that's what it is. But for the most part, I feel like people are getting better. Ooh! Bassa says, hello, Pablo, it is I, your only viewer, blah, 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 and then some other text. Anyway, hello, and hello. Alright, hey, Bassa's late, hey. Yeah, I really, I find that joke to be so revealing, in my personal opinion. The whole, hey, I'm your only viewer type shit. It's it's really people getting so mad that I'm not catering to them, and then trying to, project that. I'm just like, you came to me. Fuck, I'm just doing my own thing here, just being a fun guy. Fuck. And they're so mad. They're still so mad. I remember you said a year ago that you are not going to get a Latvian citizenship, so you're still a Belarus civilian. Yeah, I'm still a Belarusian. Actually, several months ago, I had I was planning to start applying for Latvian citizenship, but then I got scared, and yeah, I kind of lost the nerve. I should get back to it, but at some point it'd be nice because my passport expires March 2025. So the original plan was to get the citizenship before then, so I wouldn't have to renew the passport. But I've kind of delayed it for too long now, so chances are I'll have to do both anyway. But yeah, it's not good. I'm kind of holding out hope. I don't know why, but I have this dream that one day I'll wake up, I'll be fucking 50 years old, and then I'll finally hear the good news. Lukashenko's dead, and Belarus is joining the European Union. And then all that time I endured, I'll be like, finally, get out of here. Hell, I might not even be 50, honestly. There's a very good chance that Belarus will never join the European Union in my lifetime. I might actually die before that happens. Is it a tasty wrap? How much does it cost? This wrap's pretty tasty. Yeah, it's pretty good. Chicken bits.
It's $4. What a wrap.
€4, really?
Yep.
Oh, damn. €4.
In a meal, so aka a wrap,
Mm.
fries, and this is like
Right.
$7.
They're part of a combo, part of a meal. So,
Yeah. So a wrap
This-
by itself, $4.
Yeah.
The meal, $7.
yeah, there you go.
Something like that.
Thanks. This has been the Fast Food Report by our correspondent, Sefferbuggy. What's up? So yeah, right now I don't have a lot of energy. I'm kind of focusing on other things right now, but at some point in the future, it would be a good idea to just learn the language, get the test done, get the Latvian citizenship, and then fuck off. In IRL, do you have more viewers than on the stream? Wow. Wow. Rude. Rude. No. There's one person here, and 4 viewers in Twitch, and like 2 in YouTube. Nuh-uh. That's fine. Whatever. That's cool. I have some plans. I mentioned before, one of the sponsors of the stream is C2 Grips, which are these, they're the company that makes these controller attachments that you see over here. And we're working with them right now to try to like blow me up a little bit. Because the original plan was for them to boost and promote my TikTok videos that I make. But unfortunately, we think it's because I'm in Latvia. They're actually not able to boost them. For some reason, like some technical thing is blocking them from pumping money into it, which is super sucky because I was trying really hard. So now we're going to try to do the same thing through Instagram and Facebook in the vain hope that maybe that will like, you know, get some numbers going. So yeah, hopefully if that works out, then we'll be seeing an influx of viewership. Maybe. 5 more viewers. Yeah! On the contrary, it's cool that you're just by yourself there. There's like 2 voices in the background. No, just one. It's just Sefferbuggy. Isn't that right, Sefferbuggy number 1?
Excuse me.
Oh, need to. Is it true that Latvians and Lithuanians don't like each other? They are always teasing and mocking, or is that actually circumcised? I've not observed it personally. I don't think so. No.
Oh boy.
Hmm. Oh, sorry. The Latvian wishes to speak. What's the last hurtful thing you said about Lithuanians? Go on.
No, not me personally, because I don't really give a shit.
Mm.
You know, because I don't. But a lot of people around me, like Latvians, think Lithuanians are like stuck-up bitches. Yeah. Like a lot of people around me like think that Lithuania is like the land of the mean girls. You know, like they think they're better and stuff like that. And so, but I feel like it's kind of projecting in a sense because the Latvians kind of feel, you know, like not as important as the Lithuanians because we always compare. You know, the cost of living and you know, salaries and stuff and like just, you know, everything like that. And Latvia is worse than Lithuania, like both Lithuania and Estonia. So, you know, Latvians in a way are just kind of projecting that insecurity that like they're living in the shittiest country like of the, you know, like the Baltics. And so Lithuanians are kind of like, you know, our little neighbor which is doing better than us. So Latvians are like, we don't like them. Estonians, we don't really think they exist. Like they're just there, you know. But Lithuanians and Latvians, for some reason, have beef. But but I think it's the shit that I mentioned.
I see.
Yeah.
Thank you for the Baltic report. I don't know if you heard any of that, but
Yeah.
apparently there's beef. I was not aware. But yeah, Estonia is like mini Finland, basically.
Yeah, basically, it's like honestly a Norwegian country or something like
Yeah.
like that kind of thing.
Which good for them.
Yeah.
I've been to Tallinn many times. Lovely city. Yeah, Venetian Billionaire is chatting with me through YouTube chat, and Bezos is in Twitch chat. And you can see each other on the screen. Jeffrey Bezos. Yeah. CEO, entrepreneur, born in 1964. Jeffrey Bezos. I made Bezos cry. Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I compared you to Jeffrey Bezos. I'm so sorry. Don't you want to have a dick rocket? It's cool. Don't you want to be in charge of the company that makes billions of dollars but won't let people even go on bathroom breaks, forcing them to pee into little bottles? Isn't that cool?
So cool.
It's so amazingly cool, yeah?
I love it.
Yeah.
I would love to work for Jeffrey Bezos.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to say the C word. What, see you next Tuesday? I mean my C word. Why would you say that?
Cunt?
No.
Oh.
Why am I angry? Who's angry? No one's angry. It's all good. Go on. I dare you. I double dare you. I'll say it with you. Okay.
What the fuck?
Crabachel. Enough time has passed. The wounds have healed. Black Frieza says, turn around. What? Yes, Zaydi. Wait, what? Oh, I see. So help me, I will turn this car around. No, we cannot go to the bathroom. You had your chance to pee at the gas station. Fucking kids, god damn it. I swear, man. Hey! Quit horsing around over there. I don't care who started it. I'm going to finish it. You corners. Oy. Let's hope this trip to Disneyland will be worth it. God damn it, we're already 15 minutes late. Yeah, is that what the vibe you were going for? Yeah. Where are you going? I am driving myself into a coma.
Oh shit.
Vin Diesel. More like Vin unleaded. Diet Diesel. I'm like if Vin Diesel only ever did D&D instead of all the other stuff that he ended up doing. Which, fun fact, by the way, Vin Diesel is a big fan of D&D. That's fun. He even had a brief show on YouTube called D and Diesel, where he played D&D with some folks. Let's see if I can find it. Yep, there it is.
The small village of Braunbog has recently come under a baneful curse. The young are born deformed and demonic. The denizens are driven to madness. Sitting over a desk in the corner, currently kind of toying and sobbing to herself silently.
She seems distraught.
We should probably knock.
We're all
Incredible roleplay. All right. Let's do the last spin for the family. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of a better joke. You know, Bezos, sometimes it's about the jokes you don't tell versus the ones you do, you know? I understand you're trying to be funny, and I appreciate that, but, like, sometimes it's better to just not say anything. It's even way funnier, actually. It's so hilarious when you shut the fuck up.
You're such a bitch. What the fuck?
I am a bit of a catty bitch, aren't I? I'm sorry. I apologize.
Damn.
Hey, QQQ Clans over here. What's up? QQQ. QQQ. QQQ is the sound of a queer laser beam. And normal lasers go pew pew pew. A queer laser beam goes QQQ. All right, I'll see myself out. That's fine. All right. Anyway, I'm almost done with my fries. There's one more thing I want to show you, but first I'm going to finish my fries. I'm going to finish my fries. Yeah. Or for a lot of Q's. Haha. Hey, Weird Judge. What's up, buddy? That's an English language joke. All right, then I'm going to tell a longer joke. All right, interview with a person. All right, we have an interview with a person who manages to do everything on time. Can you please say, how do you do that? Go away, I don't have the time. Nice. That's pretty good. I like that. Well done. That's pretty good. I should say, fuck off, I don't have the time. That's good, good. I like that. That was good. That's you know, it's a good joke. It's like the joke, you know, my girlfriend thinks that I don't respect her privacy at all. Can you believe it? That's what it says in her diary. It's crazy.
Wow.
Or what's the one? How's it go? Was it my therapist thinks I'm being too paranoid? We'll see about that. No, whatever. That was bad. What is your opinion about Instagram comments? Do you enjoy them? Yeah, generally, yeah. I don't like the ones where they just call me a crab because that's super unoriginal and boring. But yeah, I mean, cool comments. I enjoy. I like it. I like a good roast. Yeah. I find that, like, right now, probably because I'm a very small content creator, I get a lot of comments in both, like, TikTok and Instagram, where, especially for the videos where, like, I espouse my opinions, a lot of clearly young and insecure boys often be like, what are you even trying to say? Do you think you're being profound? Oh, this is stupid. I chuckle. I'm just like, aw, that's cute. He thinks he's being clever, you know? Baby's first wit, you know? Just shoot down a sincere belief because you think it makes you sound smart. We all learn. Yeah, we've all been there. I was there, you know. It's adorable. But yeah, I like comments. I guess I'm small enough right now that I can still pay attention to most of them. If I ever, like, got even slightly more famous, there might just be too many comments to deal with, and yeah, that might be tough. Greetings, Snoopologus Lion. Yeah, man. Hey, Slayer. I mean, in a real section, so many racist, funny comments with pictures of gifts and jokes. Didn't you make them? Yeah, sure. I honestly, I don't spend that much time on Insta, so I'm not, like, super familiar with Insta comments. I really, I find it very telling that you put the words racist and funny together. That's a little bit of a self-report there, don't you think? Just saying. Just saying. Might wanna, you know, keep that one. Might want to hide your power level, if you know what I'm saying. Hey, Mikasa Ackerman is here. What's up, buddy? Hey, Apologos. Hey, Mikasa. Still kissing Aaron's severed head? Just smooching it? Just giving the tongue? Spoiler alert. Did you see my nickname? I did see your nickname, Google. I was kind of hoping you'd grow out of it, though. See, racist jokes are funny for teenagers because they understand that a lot of people have hurt feelings about them, but they themselves don't share those feelings, and so they think it's funny to trigger the libs, as they say. But if you grow up a little bit, you realize that those feelings are actually legitimate, and all you're doing by making fun of their feelings is showing your lack of empathy and respect, which I know you don't care about, but maybe I hope one day you will. Because this looks really lame on the other side, you know? I used to also like enjoy those kinds of extremely racist jokes for the edge factor alone, you know? But then after a while, I just realized I was just being mean, you know? And I don't know, I don't like being mean. And personally, I think it's a very like low form of comedy as well. It's like, oh, it's funny because people have negative opinions about, you know, black people. Hoo hoo ha ha, you know? You can do better. Now, granted, there are some specific racist jokes that I think are really, really funny because they're about the racism more so than perpetuating the racist stereotypes. I can tell one. Well, not really, but I'm somewhat of a racist myself. Now, see, that's a great joke right there. You know, that's yeah. It's about finding that line. I know I'm sounding like an old grandpa and old fuddy-duddy. I know. You're not gonna listen. It's fine. Whatever. It's okay. I just personally think it's lame as hell.
I still genuinely don't know what...
Okay, whatever. Sorry. Clicked on a video by accident. Should I tell my racist joke? Yeah, fuck it. Let's go. All right. So two black guys are walking down the street, right? And they see on the side there's a shop, or like a stall or whatever, and the sign says, "Instant wash, turn white in 30 minutes or less." And how do I go again? Oh yeah, right. And they're like, "Oh my god, that's incredible!" They look at the sign, and the sign says $9. It costs $9 for a black person to turn completely white. And they look in their pockets, and they realize only one of them has a $10 note inside of it. Oh, sorry, no, sorry. How was it? Crap, was it 2 10s? How was it again? I forget. Wait. I'll get there. I have to do the math in my head. Sorry. Crap. Wait, shit, I lost it. Sorry, hold on. 2 Jews walking into a bar. Wait, you can say that? You don't allow Jews into your bar? Lol, nice. Wait, I gotta do the math in my head. Sorry. Oh yeah, okay, go. Yeah, sorry. $6 to get turned white. One of them has a $5 bill. The other one has a $10 bill. There we go. We'll go there. And so one guy says, okay, listen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with my $10 bill, and I'm going to get the wash. I'm going to break it up, and I'm going to give you $1, and then you'll have $6 so you can walk in and do the same. They're like, all right, deal. They shake on it, right? First guy goes in. And 30 minutes later, he comes out. He is white. Like, he is paler than me, right? Blonde hair, blue eyes, wearing a suit for some reason. I guess they gave him on the inside. Like, stereotypical fucking white guy. And so the other black guy's like, whoa, that's incredible. You turned white. All right, give me the $1. I'll go in. And the other guy looks at him and says, Get a job. N-word. Badunch. I fucked it up, sorry. I forgot. It's like... Certified Apollo what? Apollonigus? What? QQQ Clan says, do Latvians celebrate Halloween? How do you think is QQQ Clanians white sheet be a good idea to dress up for a scary party? See, that's a great example of a joke that I think is lame as fuck, dude. Like, oh it's edgy because racism. Ugh. Like, that's, come on. Yeah, we get it. The Klan's bad. Like, oh, fuck, man. But no, we do celebrate Halloween. Yes, we do. We do. Yeah. I am looking forward to it. I don't know, actually, what, did I dress up last? No, I didn't dress up last October because I was working and I was miserable. This year it'd be nice to, I don't know if I'm going to be working on October, but, I mean, 31st, but if I'm not, then yeah, we can do a party, we can dress up. I've got plenty of costumes I can recycle. Maybe I'll, you can be a witch, yeah. Maybe I'll whip out my One Punch Man again. Horizont KG, thanks for the follow. What's up? Two scientists walk into a bar. The first orders H2O. The second one says, give me H2O too. And the bartender gives them both water since he's not an idiot trading in deadly and illegal substances. Yeah. The original joke is like H2O2 is a deadly substance that'll kill you. Yeah. Apollonius dresses out as a math teacher, scares the hell out of children. Wait, because math or because I look like a pedophile? ¿Por qué no los dos? Yeah. Would you wear that white sheet just for fun? I'm disappointed, QQQ. I gotta say, like, I thought you were more funny than that. 100 black people are walking in the desert. They meet a genie. 99 of them took a wish to become white. The 100th, dying from laughter, wished for the other 99 to turn black again. Okay. Why is that funny? I don't get it. That's just dumb. Math teachers are generally scary? I don't think so. Most of my math teachers growing up were pretty cool. It's the math that was scary to me, but the teachers themselves, no, not so much. Or because all kids are scared of learning on a holiday. On a holiday? No, don't make me learn. It's like their fuddy-duddy parents are like, did you know that Halloween is based on All Hallows Eve? It's like, no, I just want candy. No history, please. By the way, word to the witches, Bambi Thug will be performing in Riga in September. Who's Bambi? Oh, Bambi Thug!
Bambi Thug, she's performing, yeah.
In Riga in September.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Can we still get tickets? Is that, can we still do that?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Ooh, that could be fun. When's she doing? Who's Bambi Thug? God damn it. The words fell out of my mouth.
How dare you?
Palladium. Oh damn, she's doing the big leagues, the big ones, the big box.
Well, I mean, yeah.
29 euros a pop. Happening on the 26th of September, which, if we look at our calendar, is a Thursday. That's a bit weird. All right. Circle of the date. Who the hell is that? Bambi Thug placed 4th in... Was it 4th? Or 5th?
I honestly don't know.
4th or 5th in this year's Eurovision Song Contest. But we think she should have been number 1. Because her song was kick-ass. She's from Ireland.
Yeah.
You're not a true believer. Yeah. Yeah, I also wasn't laughing when I heard that one. But I understand... A lot of people like that. I listen, Bezos, I feel like the kind of people who would laugh at that joke, like the only thing that could possibly be funny in there is if you think that like black people are so stupid that, but it also doesn't even make sense because like there's 100 black people and only one of them is the dumb one. The other 99 are fine, right? So like, the joke doesn't even make sense on its own like premise. It's just a bad joke. I got a better similar joke though. I got a better one. This is actually one of my favorite jokes of all time. All right. It's a bit long, so just bear with me, okay? Okay. Three guys are on a deserted island, and they... Actually, no, I guess they don't have to be on a deserted island. Okay, but fuck it, whatever. Three guys are doing a trip through the jungle, and they discover a genie lamp. And they rub the lamp, and yeah, there's a genie inside. And the genie says, I am the genie of the lamp. I shall grant you each one wish. They're like, really? We only get one? Well, we're on a tight budget. Choose. All right, and the first guy says, okay, I want to have $1 billion invested in something that's going to accrue monetary interest. So basically, I want to be perpetually rich forever. You shall have it. Bam. And then he discovers, he checks online, his bank account's worth billions, blah, blah, blah. The second guy says, I want to be irresistible to women. I want to have all the bitches, and I want them to go down on me and stuff. You shall have it. Bam. And all of a sudden, his Tinder's blowing up, and everyone, a lot of matches on, but everybody wants to be his friend. The third guy says, okay, here's what I want, all right? I want so that my arms are permanently stuck to the sides, and my left arm is going always up and down, and my right arm is always spinning in a circle, like this. And I want it to be stuck that way, forever, okay? And I want my legs to zigzag like this all the time, to do like the funky chicken as I'm walking, and for me to never be able to stop. And the other two guys are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why would you? And he's like, no, trust me, guys. I got a great plan. Trust me. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. And I'm like, all right, granted. And so now the third guy just stuck like this forever. Just like left arm going up and down, right arm going in a circle, and he's like zigzagging on his legs. Needless to say, the adventure out of the jungle, kind of crazy. Especially tough because the third guy can't walk properly and his arms are fucked up. But they make it out. And the first guy enjoys his riches. He invests in local towns, and he builds a bunch of businesses and becomes Jeff Bezos basically again. The second guy, he fucks around and he's meets lots of beautiful women and makes a name for himself as well. He's super famous as like the irresistible man. And they split their ways. They go their separate ways. And they decide to do a reunion 5 years later, to commemorate the 5-year anniversary of them finding the genie lamp. The rich guy hosts, because, his house is the biggest. And he's there, and he's got wealth, and he's got a beautiful family, and he's invested, blah, blah, blah. And he's, super wealthy and happy. And the Casanova guy brings along his new wife as well. He finally settled down. He's super happy as well. They're going to start a family. It's incredible. Beating off all the other women with a stick. The third guy shows up, and he's still like this. He's still arm like this, and like the other arm is like circle. He's going up and down and whatever. and the first guy's like, man, I'm sure glad that I'm sure glad that I wished to be rich instead of whatever the hell that third guy wished for. I don't really get that. He said he had a plan. And the second guy's like, yeah, I'm glad that I'm irresistible to women. I'm really curious what that plan was for the third guy. Third guy shows up. Guys, I fucked up. Guys. I don't know why it just gets me so much.
That is the lamest joke I've ever heard.
I'm laughing with you, not the joke. Oh, okay, all right. I think it's super funny. I don't know why. That's my kind of humor. I guess it's like a bit like an anti-joke, where like the punchline is there is no punchline, sort of. Yeah. Funny joke. Thank you I appreciate it. Thank you. Guys, I fucked up, guys. Wait, did you read this one from one of your videos? Instead of spinning arms and legs, it was like doing cluck cluck. Basis, what the hell, guy? What the hell? Why You guys are no fun. Fuck off. All right, fun's over. Ugh, how dare you? Oh, message retracted. God damn it. Anyway. I wanted to show you one thing. I wanted to show you one more thing. This also was in the news recently. What the fuck? South Korea. Girls younger. Is that gonna find it? South Korea think tank. Yes, I accept. All right. Sorry, I'm a piece of shit. Wait. Oh, it's 2 o'clock at night for me. But I didn't see you in a while, so I'm sitting. All right, fair enough, Bezos. Thanks for stopping by. You're trying. I appreciate that. Just, you know, it's fine. But yeah, here's another like piece of really god-awful news. So I don't know if you know this, but South Korea's population has been steadily declining for a while. Like, they're just not fucking. It's as you can see, it's actually in decline for the past couple of years. Like it's been, you know, up and up and up, and then plateau, and they're down, which doesn't sound too bad. But like a plateauing population for any economy in the capitalist model is pretty much death. If there's no replacement, like for workers, like if you're not getting more workers in than you're putting out, as it were, through retirement, your economy is going to tank because eventually the labor market just can't handle it, right? So this is catastrophic. A lot of countries, you know, North Korea is also plateauing. It is a natural consequence of industrialization, but in the case of South Korea, there are also a bunch of really weird like social incentives or decentives, I guess you could say. People are not communicating as much. Also, the cost of living is super expensive. Pay is just not very good. Open the borders and the population will increase 26 mil. Well, yeah, that's if they weren't fucking xenophobic, right? So yeah, there's lots of ways that you could encourage people to have children. You know, give them health benefits or like, you know, benefits for raising children, reduce the cost of raising children. That's a huge incentive, right? Just pay people more, give them better work incentives, better work benefits, pay time off as well. Encourage people to socialize more. These are like any number of great ideas. What does the South Korean think tank for the South Korean government come up with? They suggest girls start school earlier to raise birth rate. A government think tank in South Korea has sparked anger after suggesting that girls start primary school a year earlier than boys because they measure could raise the country's low birth rate. A report by analysts at the Korean Institute of Public Finance, so not like some fringe whatever, Korea Institute of Public Finance, said creating a 1-year age gap between girls and boys at school would make them more attractive to each other by the time they reach marriageable age. Because like on the assumption that like there's a general like 2-year age gap in because they've noticed like in a lot of countries that are still like stratified that in heterosexual couples the man is usually a couple of years older than the woman. So they're like, okay, let's artificially increase that gap so that 14-year-old boys will find 12-year-olds sexy. I don't know what the fuck, like what? The claim is based on the idea that men are naturally attracted to younger women. Naturally attracted. Bit of a self-report there. Because men mature more slowly. Yeah. These women in theory would prefer to marry older men. So yeah, this is some bullshit. And yeah, it was lambasted. It was fucking laughed out the room. Like these guys, yeah. And then they started like pedaling back. They started like backing like, oh no, it's not us saying it. No, we don't. You know. Yeah. South Korea's birth rate of 0.072 children per woman is the lowest in the world. Oh shit. The rate is even lower than the capital, Seoul, where authorities have projected the population will fall to 7.9 million in 2052. Well, yeah. The trend has been blamed on the high cost of raising and educating children, yes, and the lack of affordable housing, yes, as well as an expectation that women will devote themselves to bringing up families rather than balance work and family life. So yeah, they know the answer. But they're on some pedo shit. So yeah, let it not be said that those in power deserve it. Most societies are not meritocracies. I hate to say it, guys. Yeah, it's a shit show out here. Who is worse, Putin, Xi, or Kim? Oh, that's an interesting question. I don't know, actually. I guess it depends on how you define worse. In terms of the way that they treat their people, Kim Jong-un, hands down, no questions asked. I'm sorry, it's not even close. North Korea is a prison masquerading as a country. It's no. Like in terms of the treatment of people, Kim Jong-un takes it, no questions asked. In terms of societal impact on the world, probably Xi Jinping, just because there's a lot more people that he's commanding, and their xenophobic, kind of racist, transphobic, homophobic agenda is forcing a lot of American businesses to also fall in line, right? The fact that Hollywood movies basically have like two versions, the LGBTQ, like the correct version, and like the Chinese version that cuts all the gay shit out, is indicative of a kind of hold that the Chinese market has. Unfortunately, China and the United States are like this when it comes to economic interdependence, and that's also like it makes a huge influence, right? So until that happens, it's really bad. They spread bad ideas by virtue of demanding deference, you know. Yeah, I mean Putin's bad, but like I feel like Putin and Xi Jinping are pretty close in terms of their oppression of people. It's just that Putin is commanding way fewer people and has way smaller political influence. So, yeah. Blackmaster27 says, hello, I am going to study at university this September. Do you have any education? Can you share some experience? Sure, yeah, I can talk about that. Yeah, I have a bachelor's degree in dance and choreography. No, for real, actually, for sure. Actually, for real. I used to be a dancer before I did all that. How many kills did you get? Oh, that's also, I'm not actually sure. I think Xi Jinping is responsible for more deaths than Putin. I think so. Again, it might be a numbers thing, because what they're doing with the Tibetans and the Uyghurs, I feel like is like 10 times worse than what Putin. Well, hard to say actually. I don't know what the kill count is. It's definitely, I think it's Xi Jinping just by virtue of, again, there's just more people to kill. I hate to say it, but yeah. And then Putin in second, and then Kim Jong-un last. But yeah, I went to the university. Do you like studying there? Well, I didn't say where it was yet. Don't get ahead of me. Bedford shite. I went to the University of Bedfordshire, which is in a little town called Bedford. Here, let me give you the Google Maps of it. I'll give you a brief little story. Bedford, England. And there it is. Or as the locals affectionately called it, Deadford. Because it's one of those like sleeper towns. It's 70 kilometers north of London in this area. Bedford. Bedford was pretty much primed to become a full-on sleeper town. That is to say, a town that people only lived in to drive to London to work. But they built a university there, the University of Bedfordshire, one of the 3 faculties there. This was the sports science and also performing arts faculty in the Bedford section. And yeah, I went there. I started studying in 2009, graduated in 2012. And so yeah, it was fun. It was formative. I mean, I was 20 at the time, so obviously I didn't know shit. And I gotta say that like living in a tiny town like that wasn't great. I gotta say, I kind of wish that I lived in a larger town just so that there would be more stuff to do. But it was interesting. It was formative. I will say, like, I will say that unless you are 100% certain that the thing that you're studying is what you want to learn, most of the time, university it doesn't teach you so much the subject that you're studying, more so than it teaches you the general time management and social skills that will be useful in any job moving forward. So, like, one of the things is, like, in middle school and high school, you have a strict deadline and you have to be there, and the teachers keep bossing you around, and like they punish you if you don't show up to class. In university, they don't give a fuck. They give you a schedule. If you want to show up, that's your business. If you don't want to show up, suffer the consequences. You have to discipline yourself to go, do the thing. And for a lot of young people, that's an eye-opener situation, right? They're so used to having discipline be thrust upon them that for the first time, they are actually responsible for their own education. And like, ideally, you pick a subject you actually want to learn. So like, you want to show up, right? But again, it's, different folks, different kind of situation. So that's one, right? Time management and discipline. That's one thing. Number two, socialization. It's a huge cluster of young people and also like older people and students and teachers and stuff like that. And especially with subjects that like move straight into vocation. So like STEM field type stuff, mathematics, sciences, stuff like that. Or even the one that I did, dance and choreography. They encourage you to look on the industry side of things. And a lot of it's also a lot more practical in the sense that you're not just learning the subject itself, you're also applying it in practice. So in our course, for example, in the last year, we actually formed a dance company and we toured around. They did the schedule for us, but our job was just to like do the choreography and do the shows and promote ourselves. And we sort of learned the business side of the industry to prepare us for actually doing the job, which was, nice. It was cool. I appreciated that. So that's also great. So again, like, obviously, if you're happy learning what you're learning, that's awesome. But if you do the 4 years and you get the degree and then you don't use it, for example, the way I don't, that's fine because you're still learning a lot of valuable skills either way. You just got to make sure that it's not too expensive, obviously, because like there are some universities that are basically just like gyms with academic sort of thing attached to it to justify the gym. Basically, they're like a sports thing, right? Or they're just like a diploma farm where like you pay money because your dad is rich and then you like go to fucking Harvard or whatever, right? You want to avoid those, obviously. But yeah, higher education is cool if you pick a good school and you're learning what you actually want to know, right? Like, don't think about like, for some fields, especially like with the hard sciences and engineering and stuff, it does actually matter that you have a degree. They actually check that shit. But again, for most of the stuff, it's the skills themselves that are important. So like, don't worry so much about the paper, worry more about the skills. But it depends what you're doing. What subject are you going to? What's your major going to be, if you don't mind me asking, Black Master? All right, let's see here. Westus is asking, when's the last time you worked at a casino? 4 years ago? Yeah. I find it weird that countries who are more progressive, economically free, have way lower birth rates than countries that are more fundamentalist, economically repressed, way lower wages, rights, etc. Oh, no. It makes sense. Norgatrol, says people in rich countries are selfish and have so high needs for self-realization, and we don't need children to help us when we get old. The system takes damn care of everything, and that's a luxury. Yeah, that's kind of, he's kind of right there, yeah. And I understand that I'm just 58 and have a grown-up daughter. It's kind of nice to only care about yourself, for real. I'm not judgmental of that. Oshiran 23. The general sort of premise is that as countries become a lot more industrialized, they tend to like plateau at their birth rate. That's a pretty natural thing. It's a couple of social factors. Usually for poorer countries, children are a labor force. That's just the truth of it. Like that sounds horrible to say, but for a lot of places, especially like if you're working at a farm and like all you have is just like your friends and family, you want to make more family to have more people work the farm. It's just that simple, right? Or for a lot of people, unfortunately, in poorer countries, they sometimes stake their claim on multiple children in the hopes that any one of them gets a respectable job that they can then, live off of. It may seem a bit predatory, but like again, it's just a matter of survival, and everybody wants to live comfortably, right? So as a country develops better social programs and better technology and a safer social safety net, people have less of an incentive to produce children to compensate for those issues, if that makes sense. Children are a pension in poorer countries. Unfortunately so, yeah. There's a lot of places where it's basically like a retirement package. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but that is how it is, Yeah. And I think also convinced at the same time, there's this sort of double, like alternate incentive. Like industrialized countries tend to be a lot more expensive as well. I don't think of it that way, but it makes sense as well. Yeah, sad but true. Yeah. I think like in some places, for example, in the United States and in South Korea and a few other places that are seemingly like super progressive, their economy is fucked to the point that raising a child is just very expensive. It's just very expensive. You know, like in a poor country, you pop out a kid, you know, school is like $5 a year. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but you know, like $5 a month or whatever. University is like fucking $100 a month or, you know, some shit, you know, like that. Very, very, very cheap. Whereas, you know, you go to university in the United States, you're in debt for the rest of your life and you're a slave to the system. So, trade-offs, yeah. So sometimes just certain economies are fucked as well. So it's like kind of a back and forth where like there's a industrialization plateau, but in a lot of other countries, it's just very expensive to raise children, so people just don't bother, you know? Welcome to Norway, it's free. See, that's the thing, right? And Norway does not suffer a population plateau issue, right? Let's have a look. No, you're going up. Bit of a bump in the 2010s there, but yeah, you're going steady up. There you go. Sweden's had a huge bump, damn. All right, cool. Finland's plateauing. Oh no. Black Mars is asking, where are you working now? If it's not a secret. It's not a secret. I work at a shitty customer service job. I fucking hate it. I wanna quit. Oh yeah, and you're studying 2 foreign languages. Nice. You going for a philology thing? You're gonna be like a cunning linguist? So what you're saying is I should send my children to Africa to save money. That's exactly what I'm saying. And don't bother with the hepatitis shots. Just don't bother with the vaccinations. Just fucking. And if they stop writing back, well, maybe they're tired of you. You know. And if you're lucky, there's no school close by, so you don't even need to pay the tuition. No, we actually have immigrants to take those jobs us spoiled bastards won't take, for real. Yeah, it sucks too, yeah. Are you talking in English at work? I am, yes, for the most part. We have a few Russians, and they prefer to speak Russian, but for the most part, yeah, it's English. English language. And like they don't even need a visa to send them? Yeah, just get them in a cardboard box, ship them out, you know. Classic. Anyway, countries. It's tough. Economies are tough. I mean, listen, what I'm going to say, the reason that there are so many shit jobs in the world is because of capitalism. I hate to say it. In order for a very small portion of the population to be insanely rich the way the billionaires are, a lot of other people have to be poor. The scarcity of economy is by design. Because if those people weren't so disproportionately poor, they would not be willing to do those shitty jobs that pay little. That's the unfortunate thing. Like, the system is designed for them to have to be paid little so that they stay poor, so that they stay maintaining the hierarchy that keeps those people at the top super rich. That's the shitty part of it. It's partially by design. Or to put it another way, or to put it like a more accurate way, the people at the top have no incentive to improve the quality of life for the people down below, not just because they lack empathy, but also because the economic incentive isn't there. Again, because like the less we have, the more they have. Like it's a like if you ever seen the like the wealth gap distribution thing, like it starts like this and it goes like it's by design. So capitalism sucks. You hate your job and you hated the last one. About time to look for something you would enjoy. Yeah, if only that would pay, huh? I mean, I've been doing this fucking job for 5 years and I enjoy it. Do I get paid? Only a little bit. Real talk, the main reason Scandinavian has grown in population due to immigration, which provides an overall increase. Otherwise, places like Sweden only have 1.62 children per woman, which is not a replacement. True, but immigration is a viable way to stimulate your economy, sure. I guess, like, theoretically, again, if the economy did not demand constant exponential growth, a lack of an expanding population wouldn't be such a huge issue. Like, if the economy was built with the focus being like the benefit of the people who are already alive, it wouldn't matter that there's more people to show up, right? But because our capitalist economic models require constant growth, well, you got to have more people to supply that labor force to provide that growth. And also every laborer is also a consumer of goods and services. So there's the exponential effect. That's why immigration works, right? Because it's sort of twicefold. One, labor, actually threefold. One, labor. Two, every laborer is a consumer of goods and services, which means they produce jobs by virtue of demanding more stuff. And three, immigrants don't need to be raised, right? If you raising a natural-born citizen takes like 18 years, during which they're not very productive, immigrants come pre-packaged with productivity. Because all economies are based on growth, but circular economies do not exist, because it would mean living within our means. I don't know if that's true, Old World Slayer. To be fair, I don't know enough about economics to debate you on this. I'm not sure if that's 100% true, though. I think it's like, growth could just mean something different now. Like, in the context of what I'm thinking of, growth could mean development in quality, more so than in, like, quantity or force. But I will temper my prescriptions, because this is an area of, this is not my area of expertise. So I will back away slowly. Is studying in university in Norway free? If you don't know, it's okay. I'd like to study there for magistracy, but didn't decide yet. How does it work over there? I'm guessing like citizens get a stipend and it is free. Wait, even for immigrants? Really? Oh shit. What would you choose? To live in capitalist or communist country? Well, Black Master, that depends on what you mean by communist. If by communist you mean like Soviet Union, no, because the Soviet Union wasn't communist. It was state capitalist. As far as I'm aware, as far as I'm concerned, there has never been a communist country. So it's not really clear to say. I think I just prefer socialist country, honestly. Not even communism. Just socialism is fine for me. Socialism would be dope. But like real socialism. Not the weird Frankenstein monster, whatever bullshit that we had in history so far. I think like the Scandinavian countries are the closest we have to socialism in its best form, you know? Lots of social welfare programs, lots of safety nets, humane treatment of even the lowest of citizens, a concerted effort to prevent homelessness by like providing housing for people who can't afford it. That's how you build a good system. It's about helping everybody, you know? Everybody benefits, you know? Rising tide lifts all ships type of shit, you know? Even for immigrants, we actually want more foreign students, and they also get what they call the stipend, free money. There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's a socialist country right there. That's a country that is using government taxes to incentivize the behavior that they want. They want smart, educated immigrants to come and fuel the economy, so they pay for it. Holy shit, imagine that. Spending a little bit of money to get, you know, quality educated workforce down the line. Holy shit, what a novel idea. But no, they're smelly brown people. All they could do is clean toilets. Ugh. You can go to Sweden as an EU citizen to study for free up to 5 years, like the yokels. Yeah. I disagree with you, my friend. If you look up Thomas Sowell, he was a very true quote. The problem with social organization is how to set up an arrangement under which greed, a common human characteristic, will do the least harm. Capitalism is that kind of system. Holy fucking shit, Oshiran. Oh my god. There are so many wrong things with what you just said. I know you're quoting Thomas Sowell. Thomas Sowell was a fucking idiot. Holy fucking shit. Oh my god. Oh, let me get the fucking chalkboard out. Oh boy. Oh, I am triggered. Ooh, baby. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna boil down to two things. Number one, greed is not a natural human condition, okay? People like to live comfortably, sure, but like the kind of greed we're experiencing today, no. That's institutionalized. That's been induced culturally, okay? The idea that everyone's competing against each other, the idea of like fucking people over and getting rich quick. That's a cultural thing. Under different social conditions, you can have a different kind of situation. Like no. I don't no. That's capitalist realism right there. That's capitalist propaganda. They want you to believe the greed is like inevitable so that they excuse their own fucking greed. No. You can do better. You can do better. I promise you can do better. Number 2, have you seen what capitalism has done to our economies? The least amount of greed? Have you seen the corporations? This is the least amount of greed? People peeing in bottles? This is the least amount. Holy shit, dude. Surely we can do better than that. The least amount. Holy fucking shit. Good golly. I'll give you an example. You have a lake. Everyone would love to live in said lake, finite space. How do you decide who lives in that lake? Let's say only room for 20 houses. Whoever gets there first, and then they make fucking mutual agreements. Look at the alternative? No, just fucking raise a culture of people that understand that they're not going to get everything they want. It's just that simple. That's the other thing that like everyone is like so obsessed over. Like everyone thinks that like getting what you want is just like people are so obsessed with this idea of always getting what they want, and they don't. That's not how the world works. You don't always get what you want, and that's okay. You shouldn't always get what you want. Not everything that you want is worth getting. Okay. Like, everybody wants a fucking $1 million mansion. Why? It's so much maintenance, and you're just gonna be so lonely. And yeah, you're gonna throw like 5 parties, and then it's gonna be such a fucking chore to clean it up or hire people to do it. And then you're gonna feel like lonely and you're fucking like, not everybody needs that shit. Okay, fuck. Like, again, it's that like everybody, like you just assume everybody wants to be fucking wealthy. That's not true. Okay, first of all, that's not true for everyone. Secondly, it should, like, even if it is, it shouldn't be. That's a bad ideal to have, because it's selfish. It's fucking isolating. It's demoralizing. It's not. People should want to be with other people. Okay. It's a values thing. You can teach people better values. You can teach them that sharing is actually cool because everybody benefits. Not that everyone's out for themselves and everyone's got to fuck everybody else over to get their bag. It's a mindset thing, and it starts with education. State owns it and builds vacation homes for poor people? Yeah, you could do that, for example. If USSR was capitalistic, as you said, was Nazi socialism capitalistic too? Yeah, they privatized a bunch of their industries. Yeah, the first thing that Hitler and the Nazis did when they took over power was they privatized a bunch of national industries. The railways, the fucking farms, all the factory production, they gave it to a bunch of specific barons that were in line with their interests. And like basically, yeah, they made them extremely wealthy. Yeah, dude, it's not even a secret. Like they fucking did that. They privatized every fucking thing. Yeah, they even said, like, even Hitler has a quote where he basically like gives the game away that the word socialism in National Socialism was a trick. It was just a trick to get all the socialists to vote for him and like gain support so he can get appointed chancellor. As soon as they got in power, cut that shit right out. They privatized all. Yeah. It's not even like. Yeah. Nargatrol knows. He lived it. I'm sorry. He was there. I'm actually watching a documentary about that these days. Yeah. It was dude. Sorry. That's philosophy, though, not real-time challenges. If suddenly people want something specific, especially as we modernize and have more distractions and needs. Well, no, I'm not talking about sudden changes, Oshiran. But like, just because something is hard to do and takes a long time to do doesn't mean we shouldn't try to do it. I'm not talking about like overnight change everything. No, of course not. You start with simple things. You start with decommodifying the things that shouldn't be commodified. Healthcare, that's a no-brainer. Everybody wants to live, right? Like, I don't know much about economy. I'll give you a brief sort of thing that I understand. There are certain kinds of markets that are called elastic markets. Elastic markets are the ones where the price that someone is willing to pay is fluctuant depending on different circumstances because it's not a necessary good. So food, obviously everybody wants to eat, but where they choose to eat, that can be subject to market forces. It's a flexible demand, right? Like you can go buy food at the supermarket or you can choose to eat at a restaurant. And there, in a flexible market, businesses have an incentive to provide the best quality they can to attract the customers. That makes sense. But then you have the healthcare market. How much money are you willing to pay to not die? Is it all the money ever that you ever had? Yeah. And that's why the American healthcare system is fucking broken. Because they understand that people are going to pay literally any amount of money to not die. And so they do. And so they get extorted. So that does not need to be a market. Healthcare should not be a goddamn market at all. And yeah, okay, here in Europe it's better. Like, yeah, we have subsidies and whatnot. But the fact that it still like operates like a business is kind of fucked up. If you ask me personally, I feel like I don't know about you, but I feel like people should just be allowed to live, you know. And if that means we put doctors in a higher position or whatever, that's fine. I think they're doing a great job, right? Here's another one: housing. Did you know that if you don't have a home or a registered address, in some places you can't even get a job? Huh, fun fact. So in order to operate in society, everybody has to have a fixed address and to live somewhere, but we have to pay for the privilege of living somewhere. We don't just get that as a consequence of being in this society. We have to pay to basically live. Isn't that kind of fucked up? Not to mention that we don't even get to buy houses anymore. We rent them from people who bought the properties like 10 years ago and are just sitting on the properties collecting paychecks. We pay them for doing nothing. Then you might say, oh, but the landlords, they fix the plumbing and they take care of... No, they hire other people to do it. They hire specialists to do it with the money we pay them. We could have done that shit. But instead we get them to do it? What the fuck? And the real estate market is so fucked because they keep buying the shit up, increasing the scarcity. Why is housing a market? Everybody needs to live somewhere. Why are we paying for it? We all need to, like, fuck. Oh, because if you're really rich, you can get to buy a giant fucking mansion. Why would you want a mansion? Why? What is it really that like meaningful? Really? Statistics, study after study after study show that past a certain like threshold, you're not happier with more money. Like once you make anything past like $70,000 a year, like $100,000 a year or whatever, it's just nuisance after that. Why would anybody want that? Or I mean, they want it because they think they want it, but they shouldn't. 100% true, but we quickly jump into anti-capitalism as opposed to jumping to the healthcare, housing insanity, which you correctly highlighted, and understand who are the roadblocks to fixing those issues. Well, yeah. Well, so Oshan, like, I understand your trepidation because, like, jumping away from an entire economic system sounds scary, but what I'm talking about are the direct consequences of capitalism. That's the thing. Like, the real estate market wasn't just allowed to become a market. It was like... Well, I guess it always was a market to a certain extent. That was just a bad idea. I want a pizza. Lol. I'm gonna like generalize a lot of things right now. I'm gonna mess up a lot of history. But the point is this: that like the people who benefit the most from making money off of these needs that people have the money to influence governments to stop them from changing that. Right? Like. The reason that these things don't change is because the people in power have the money to stop them from changing. The reason they have that money is because of the economic system. You see, it feeds in on itself, right? So the system is bad. The system, like this is capitalism by design. It's not like a bad part of it or whatever. It's not like this is the inevitable consequence. You make like if you allow somebody to accrue as much money as possible, eventually they're going to have so much money, they'll be able to make it so nobody else can have it. You know, they win the game so well, they can change the rules so nobody else can win. That's called lobbying. That's called buying politicians. That's called doing misinformation campaigns, buying news agencies to spread fake news. That's what it's called. That's what they do. They manufacture consent. They rig the game so they can't lose anymore. And the reason they could do that is because the economic system allowed them to. Because it's a free market and blah, blah, blah. That's my point. Like, it's you know. I hope I'm making sense. Every time I hear greed is the main thing we have to manage and that capitalism is the thing that solves it, is false and doesn't take into account history, there you go. Fucking facts right there. Partly because human societies and civilizations have lived and thrived beyond just commerce and capitalism in different values. Exactly, yeah. But for some funny fucking reason, I encountered the greed is good quote from the 80s Wall Street movie, and life's truth, values of community, charity, and sustainability have long been but forgotten. What's their example? Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. He gets it. He gets it. Yeah. He fucking gets it. Fucking Reagan. Capitalism to me is vital, but is necessary if there is to be trade, communication, and value exchange, but not as a value to create society around. Yeah. Well, obviously, like, markets have to exist. Sure, yeah. There are certain goods and services that exist better in a market. I get that, for sure. And that can still exist under socialism. Then, like, socialism doesn't mean we're doing away with markets or we're doing away with money. It just means we're not making money the only thing that matters, like, as it pertains to the quality of life. Now you're talking. Limit your income ceiling as a person and corporation. Nobody needs more than XXX dollars. Eliminate lobbying and cronyism. Right. Oh, Sean. Yeah. I'm glad you agree. I would just take it one step further. Like you're right now, like, drawing a line between the capitalism stuff that you like and the capitalism stuff you don't like. And I'm trying to tell you, you need to take that wall away. It's the same thing, right? But we can get there. At least we agree that the bad stuff is bad. At least we can stay. And that's what I'm saying. Like we can start slow. We can start with, like, very basic, put some laws in to, maybe there should be a maximum wage. Maybe, like, there's a minimum wage. Maybe there should be a maximum wage. Maybe there should be more tax. Hey, how about that? Let's tax people. Estate tax, inheritance tax, fucking, I don't know, stock tax. How about that? I don't know how that works, but, like, the trick that the American billionaires do, where they, like, borrow money using their companies as collateral, so they, like, don't own the money, so they can't be taxed on it. Yeah, that should be taxed. I don't know how but that should be taxed. That feels like cheating, Like, it's not money when it comes to taxes, but it is money for spending. Like, pick one. Is it money or it's not? Like, fuck. Stuff like that. That would be a great start. And then all of a sudden, you'll have all this extra cash flowing in for social programs. We can finally fix roads. We can finally build parks. We can finally build third places. We can finally subsidize education. We can finally, house homeless people. Give them a chance to be productive members of society, for fuck's sake. Like, it all, it cascades. And then we can take it one step further and say, well, listen, I mean, if we're giving people money, but they're just giving it right back to us for goods and services, why have that all together? Why not just have a universal basic income? And now you're speaking my language. Okay, we'll get there right here. That's like in Norway, when you can earn more than, like, 80K, you start paying more taxes. I like that. Yeah, and stuff like I love that you said, I know in Norway they have a thing where your speeding tickets are, like, the fine you pay for speeding tickets is, like, a percentage of your income. So the richer you are, the more you pay, like, proportionally, whatever. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Adepsi says, hey, I wonder, do you use English in Latvia? Is it an English-speaking country? In Riga, it definitely is, for sure. Yeah, there are places, like, when I go to a restaurant especially, I find that it's just faster to speak English, for sure. Alexander Petrov says, problem with socialist countries such as Scandinavia, they don't encourage people achieve more because of the burden of progressive tax system. There's no reason to get rich if you live 50% of tax. There's the incentive to be in the middle. Yeah, what's wrong with that? Again, Alexander Petrov, I have to ask you, why do you need to be rich? Because the answer you're going to give me is because it gives me a comfortable material life. Like, I want to live comfortably. I get that. But what if you could have that without the money? What if you just lived in a country that had a good material life? Just guaranteed to you. You had, like, if the country just guarantees you a good life, what do you need the money for? You don't need to be, like, in a country where you are already, taken care of materially, you don't need the money. So there's no point to trying to get rich. That's my point. Like, people are just, like, they've been brain poisoned into thinking that they have to be rich, and that's why the rat race exists. But the rat race only benefits those who are already rich. It's like a I mean, I hate to use the example. It's kind of like a casino, really, honestly. It really is. Kind of, yeah. Because they're the guys who, like, run the games. And we're the suckers who keep playing it, It's not 100%, but you know what I'm saying, yeah? What Old Bro Slayer is forgetting is that the past many of these thriving societies achieved success and thrived with theocracy, conquest, slave trade, and more. I mean, let's be all the way real and not romanticize these things. You're not wrong, but, I mean, yeah, but it's not like, we're not choosing between the two. It's not like capitalism or theocracy. We can take the good stuff from both, like, we're not choosing, it's not a binary, but yeah, I get what you're saying, yeah. And we have 0.2%. You pay 10% of your income in fine. Haha. And we have the 0.2 as a limit. Nice. I completely agree. We're more aligned than you think. It's just that reaching these ideals is more challenging, dare say impossible, the more pluralistic it becomes society. Fair enough. Yeah. No, again, yeah, it's tough, but like I think, well, that's the thing, Sean, the reason I'm talking about it is, because like it should still be said, right? Like just because something is tough to do doesn't mean we shouldn't do it. And I think like a lot of people kind of mistake that. They think like, oh, it's too tough, therefore let's not try. Let's try. You know, it could be with something very, very small as well. It could be something as simple as like actually recently I joined a couple of group chats. My neighbors actually started a group chat where they like help each other out with community stuff, and I don't really pay a lot of attention to it. That's my fault. But yeah, they like help each other if like somebody needs some parts or whatever, or people report that like there's people need fixing. There was a project that we all pitched in some money for to clean up the streets. Urozakazuki. Thanks for the follow. Sorry, I mispronounced that. I don't like when I have to follow just the chat. But what's up? Wait, is it only followers chat? Really? Oh shit, sorry, my bad. I thought we changed that. Oh, I apologize. Huh. Yeah, it is? Oh shit. Nuggerchal, are you still here? Can we change that? Wait. Soon only subscribers? Lol. Yeah, let's make it back to normal mode. We don't need to gatekeep. Sorry about that. I apologize. I thought it was open chat. Or neighbors, kinda. Yeah. There you go. Thanks, Nargatrol. I appreciate it. Now you can unsubscribe. There we go. Accepting the quote is not what I'm advocating for. You're 100% right. Okay, cool. Oh, Shiran, I'm glad that we are in agreement. We are the same hand shaking itself. Thank you. Okay, great. I'm glad. This is a productive conversation. Oh man, this is what I want for my stream. I want this all the time. Spirited debate, great conversation. I love it. This is what I live for. Thank you so much for being a part of this. But we are going to call it a day here, my dear friends. My girlfriend is getting cranky over there.
How do you know?
I feel it. I feel the crank. Because I said I was going to stream for 2 hours, and it's been 2.5 now. Yeah. Oh, and Norgachol gifted a sub to Oshiran. Oh, that's cute. Is that vodka? No, it's wine. What, is it that hard to sub? It's not like money or anything. Yeah, but like Bezos, it's like if you sub, then the notification comes up and the thing. I get it. I understand the desire to keep things free and breezy. Like maybe in the future, like if we get bigger, then we might need to do like follower only chat just to like keep the fuckers out. But for now, like it's like what, 14 viewers, we're fine, we're cool, whatever. Anyway, my dear friends, this has been super fun. Thank you very much for being a part of this stream. It got really heated towards the end. I love it. More of that, please. You got one more sub? Oh, one more sub, did it? Oh, Clinezzi. Oh yeah, shit. Thanks for the nice. Thanks, Clinezzi. Much appreciated. That's Prime Gaming. 5 months, a whole year. That's crazy. But yeah, so tune in on Monday. We'll probably continue BG3 for now. I'm not really ready to jump into a new game just yet. Oh shit, we got a sub trade? What the fuck? Ursharon's gifting a sub to the community. To Adepsi. Oh my god. Thanks, Oshiran. Wow. Spreading the love around. Now that's true socialism right there. Socialism is when everyone gifts each other their sub. And we just like pass the same $5 around, basically. That's true socialism right there. Nobody wants you to leave. Oh my god. Sufferbucky does. And I'm sorry, girlfriend privilege. She has veto power. I'm sorry, guys. I know you love me. I love you too. But I gotta go. But yeah, tune in on Monday when we'll continue Baldur's Gate 3. I'm gonna keep doing that. And yeah, at some point we'll jump into a new game. I might just pull the trigger and just go straight to... Oh, no. Oh, actually, no. I'm gonna... I want to play Hades 2, and I might actually buy it before it comes out of early access. It's going to be like fucking December. But I want to get an outfit ready first. We also have another game that maybe I'll play instead called Slime Rancher 2, which I've heard a lot of great things about. Maybe we'll play some Slime Rancher. We'll ranch some slimes. I'll try my best to keep you prompted on that. And I know I missed the thing about name that list. I'm working on it. It's kind of hard to find time and energy to do it, but I'm working on it. At some point, we'll have a name that list episode. What? I wasn't here for some time, some months, and it's still BG3? No. We finished BG3. We finished it. Now I'm playing a new campaign. It's an evil campaign. I'm evil now. So that's a new fun thing. It's more casual. It's more, just, yeah. All right, enjoy your weekend. Thanks again. You're welcome. Yeah, fantastic. Enjoy your emos, or Sharon. Yeah. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Mwah, 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 mwah.